Pat Forde, Yahoo Sports national college columnist. We got a story this week, Pat. Northwestern, I guess, trying to unionize. Well, tell me exactly what happened yesterday. What was accomplished yesterday by Northwestern's football team?
Yesterday, Northwestern submitted paperwork to the National Labor Relations Board Chicago office requesting to join a union. They had, according to them, they have the signatures of at least 1/3 of their scholarship athletes, which is what's necessary to form a union. They say more than that, and they filed that, held a press conference, and, I think set in motion the possibility of something that's never happened in college sports and something that could really shake up the power structure of college sports.
All right, give me a timeline here of what they're doing, what they hope to accomplish. The NCAA has already responded, which I thought was pretty amazing, but what do you think the likelihood of something actually happening from this?
Yeah, the NCAA did respond, and I think it shows. I mean, the last thing they want is to fight this battle and have this be a real battle. As far as timeline, I'm not 100% sure, but this will probably be a lengthy process. The union, the National Labor Relations Board has to decide if they are, going to grant them union status. There's several other, legal steps that have to be gone through. And then there's, you could probably expect a legal challenge of some sort, that this will end up in the courts. And that could take, obviously, a long, long time, and it could end up at the Supreme Court, whether there's going to be an argument made on whether or not college athletes are employees or could be considered employees.
All I want is my college football. I mean, I do. I'm selfish here, but I don't know if it's endangered. And that's what I would want to know as a college football fan. If they want to unionize, they want to get paid, if they want compensation, they want medical benefits when they're done, how does it affect me, the college football fan?
Well, obviously, that's a very legitimate question, probably the one that most people out there are asking. I don't know whether it threatens the American way of football life or not, but what it certainly threatens is who's going to get the money in college sports. We know who's been getting it, who hasn't been getting it. The colleges have been getting it, the commissioners, the conference offices, the coaches, the athletic departments, not the players. And, if this ends up, they say right now, Dan, that all they want is health and welfare issues taken care of. But I think that's a smart ploy to put that out there and say, we're not here to threaten the way things are. And then later on, they threaten the way things are and ask to be paid. Is it going to change things? Here's what would probably have to be decided. First of all, if they're going to win on this, if they're going to be paid in a significant capacity, where does Title IX come into the picture? Do non-revenue athletes, are they going to be unionized? Are they going to want money? Are they going to be allowed money under the court of law? So there's a million questions that have to be answered. For now, college football is safe as we know it, but watch this thing over the next couple of years.
He's Pat Forde from Yahoo Sports, national college columnist, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. Maybe I'm overstating this, overplaying this, but the whole Johnny Manziel situation where getting paid to sign autographs at the start of the year, should college athletes be able to benefit off their likeness? If a university is going to benefit off your likeness, shouldn't that be shared with the athlete, even though there's only a select few that could probably generate some kind of income? But are we looking at Johnny Manziel somehow, some way responsible for this as we move forward with athletes being paid compensation for your likeness?
I think that was a pretty big catalyst. The National College Players Association had been around before anybody had heard of Johnny Manziel. And this guy, Ramogi Huma, who is the head of that and who is with Kane Coulter working on this for the Northwestern football team. And I think everybody criminally underestimated him, his resolve, his intelligence, and his ability to get things done. But, yes, was there probably some sort of national tipping point in this in terms of making it the discussion everybody wanted in on and that people had very strong and divisive feelings about? Yeah, the Manziel situation, I think, probably really kind of crystallized that and turned this into a pretty significant debate about whether or not athletes should be able to benefit from that sort of thing. But the funny thing, Dan, I was at the NCAA convention a couple of weeks ago, and the question was posed, can student athletes be part of the decision-making process? And you should have seen this panel of 7 presidents up there like, oh, we never considered that. Why would we do such a thing? So that's the big disconnect.
Pat, good to visit with you.
All right, thanks, Dan.
All right, buddy. Pat Forde.